Glad to have you join us again on another exciting episode of Sports Hub on NigezieXtreme. My name is Rotimi Akindele. Joseph Faulkner is in here and Femi Faraway, and together we're looking forward to an exciting weekend because the Premier League returns.
European football returns.
Not just Premier League.
LaLiga is back. French Ligue
Ligue is back.
Pogba is back, and you're talking about you're going to ignore it.
Is there a credit if you had it?
It's your job
To do
to open the show, open the floor. Rosie, I'm still upset with you.
because
We started this show today. Please, you don't have to read ABC again. Don't you know that F comes before J?
okay.
You now mistakenly said, even if you want to go to the Faulkner, FAR comes before FAU. So why do you call
What are you saying? FAR comes before FAU.
But Bumi comes before.
You don't know that you
Bumi
comes before R.
No.
Femi. Bumi comes before Femi.
Who?
Bumi.
Who's Bumi? I don't know Bumi. It's Joseph Faulkner.
Guys, it's good to be back here. It's good to be back here. It's good to have European football. So it seemed as if the break was very, very short, and it's because we had a lot of football in the off season.
Yeah.
You know, the Club World Cup was going on, the WAFCON, Women Euros. Now Chan is going on as well. So there's been a lot of Afrobasket, and in between there were some other sports. You know, F1 transfer window was yes. So it looked like the break was short, but we're super excited that European football is back. Football is actually back everywhere in the world. Egyptian League. It's there in week 2. Yeah, the Egyptian League is in week 2 already. South African League.
The Belgian League
is on the Belgian week 4 already. The Dutch League is in week 3 or second week. Well, you know, so it's good to have football back. At least something to take my mind away from Formula One for a while. Let me forget about that sport for now because it's not been a very beautiful season for me.
I agree with Faulkner. If one of your main characters in Formula One is saying that it feels useless because of the way the season is going, it's best to distract yourself. Anyway,
Yeah, it is. And not to also forget the NBA fixtures. The schedule.
Yeah, we'll talk about
The
that.
schedule is also out.
Exactly.
You know.
So, looks like was the NBA season short as well. Or the NBA
Yes, because they
Although
had
it's going to start in October.
October. Yeah, but
then,
already preparations for the new season is coming on. There is this competition.
they usually play before.
So there's been a lot of activities around basketball
trades and all.
and all of that. So, but it's good. It's good to, you know, for people who love sports.
Yeah.
There's always something, you know, to look forward to. And tennis is also there.
About that.
Sorry, about
all these different sports.
I have no choice because if I'm not watching news, I'm all about sports or documentaries.
He's going somewhere.
You know, I know.
Anyway,
As you know, Professor, let's move on.
I know we've got big tennis fans as well, but we can tell you next weekend we will do a comprehensive preview of the US Open as the last Grand Slam of the year.
I'm actually looking forward to that preview.
Exactly.
You know why?
We'll do that next week.
Venus Williams is playing at 25th appearance at US Open. She's going to be the oldest. Already, she's the oldest person to win an ATP game. You know,
WTA
but
game.
WTA game.
Yeah.
But she's going to be the oldest woman to play at the US Open, and I'm all for it. She might not go beyond the first round or second round at the most, but she's someone I love to watch play tennis. You know.
She used to be Femi's crush one time. I don't know what has changed.
Femi's
Anyway, we'll talk
confused.
tennis. Of course, it's always confused.
Confused.
We'll talk tennis next week, but then let's come back to the show today. Let's start from basketball. If you're in and around Angola, the FIBA AfroBasket 2025 men's edition is currently ongoing. It happens every 4 years, so that's why we don't see it every 2 years as frequent as that of the women's. It's happening. Nigeria, of course, is in Angola doing good stuff. We've seen South Sudan. They are the number 1 ranked team as well. They lost their opening game and then out of vexation came out for the second game and scored over 100 points. We've seen some exciting matchups. Tunisia looks like they are struggling. They are the defending champions, but it's not. But it's still early to say, really, because I mean it just started.
I've been impressed with the Tigers. You know, if you look at the preparations, there were all kinds of
preparation.
Exactly. So the boys came and almost immediately were getting ready to go to. Some of them actually came days before the trip to Angola. You know, but I saw their first game and I was like, okay. So these boys and or maybe is the $100K that is the motivation. Since we're in the season of, giving, early Christmas gift, but I was impressed. I did. So going into the tournament, I told a few people, I said, I don't expect a lot from them because of how we prepared the team and all of that. But then somebody told me that, how did we prepare the women? But they went there, and I said, the women, they are different. They are heads and shoulders.
I think that the competition in the women's game is different from the men's game, right? So, and it's always advisable that if you want, there are not a lot of teams in Africa, women's football, women's basketball, it hasn't gotten to that level, right? So it's always good to catch them young. Invest a lot in our women's competition, get them to that stage so they can win as many tournaments as they can. So before the others catch up, we already have a healthy lead, just like the Super Falcons.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so the AfroBasket will run up until the 24th of August. Hopefully, Nigeria will make it to the final and go for the largesse.
That's my.
It's a tough ask. If you ask me to,
it's a tough ask.
I'll tell you no. I don't see Nigeria playing the final, but. It's going to
be tough. I'm hoping that
if we had the credential, if we had, again, that brings us back to preparation, planning, everything
for the team,
coaching, everything. I will say, you know what? Yes, we have what it takes, but we don't have that. We're just hoping on some. We're hoping on some luck from somewhere that these guys will just think of for $100K and start playing to the end.
And to tell you how tough the men's AfroBasket is, we've only managed to win it just once.
Yeah.
And that was in 2015, just once.
10 years ago.
And then the women were celebrating.
But this year, 10 has been our magic word. 10 for WAFCON, 10 for 10 years of beating the Tigress. The Tigers trying to win the second one 10 years after.
Okay. so it's possible.
It's coming back to that we're just hopeful.
Yeah, so we're Nigerians, we love our teams, we will support our teams. But the reality is, have we done enough to put them into merit winning?
Exactly.
No, we haven't. Anyway. And I know we're gonna go to the Tigress and how they were celebrated. But okay, you know what? I'll say this thing I'm about to say after we talk about the what you're about to talk about now.
All right, so I was talking about the D Tigers trying to go for this title, but then there's a team who are used to winning 5 straight wins. The last time they lost was in 2015 inside the Palais de Sports in Yaoundé. That was the semi-final game to Cameroon, and then since they won the 3rd place to finish 3rd in Cameroon since 2015, they get to lose a game. This is 2025. That team won a fit beat. It didn't come easy.
No, it didn't.
We had felt, maybe like three, the third one, you just breezed past everyone. But this particular one, there was a lot of inner charge, like psych yourself up, like, you know what, 100K is waiting, let's go win.
Just to say
they didn't know 100K was waiting.
They did. No, when they knew something was coming.
So they knew.
They knew something was coming, not 100K.
Not 100K.
Just because another team. Now, the women football, they gave them 100K, and that's because we were winning the 10th one, and everybody saw 100K came. They were winning the 5th one, but any kind of gift will have been okay. Will have been okay.
Because they congratulated the Super Falcons, and they told the president, "Me too, we are going for number 5, but we are coming to see you." Like Faulkner said, maybe not 100.
But even from the president's ex-handle, before the final game, there was a tweet that he put out that that go on, do us proud. I'm waiting for you guys.
Exactly. So
but it wasn't. So I'm waiting for you is not 100K. I'm waiting for you could have been golden handshake. Could have been 50. Could have been. So it could have been more than the Falcons. It couldn't have been. But
what Kida said? Kida said the 100 was 20 for each year. 20 for each win.
Again, I think that Kida as the president, I was going to get to that, Rotimi. Kida needs to learn that as the chairman, there's some things, or the president of the federation, you need to be very careful with what you say. Right? When you say it's for every year, because it goes, it's hard work of 5 different wins. Yeah. You've now brought all the 5 years together.
And right? Merge it into one.
So merge it and let's leave it in this one. Because the minute you mentioned the other 4, there were people who also worked towards the other 4.
They are not here now.
They are not here.
So are you going to go back
and give them their 20,000 going by your calculation?
So don't open Pandora's book. Don't even start what you cannot finish.
Or maybe we're just the ones reading too much into it.
But again, he had the right to explain in that interview that what I mean here is that These guys are standing, like what we say for the Falcons, they're standing on the shoulder of giants. People have built them to this point, and they are climbing on it. But once you say there are 4 other teams, they're not giving everybody, because I remember a few names in those teams who did very well. That's 1. 2, I agree that the Tigers have done great. No one can deny it. But it's also a shame on Kida. The Tigers, the national team has done good. You, as a chairman, the president, what have you done locally? Because none of those things have
so this is the point I was trying to make before that. Yeah, okay, we're blessing these girls, we're giving them money and all of that, which is very good, because we have a president who loves to give. From his days as a senator, we know he loves to give. So I wasn't surprised at the way they were appreciated and all of that. But now for you, Kida, and
your board
and his board, all of you claim, people like Babs claim to have been in the sport for so long, they played the sports and whatever and all of that. But I think it would be a shame if Babs becomes the president of the MBBF. I'm saying now, I'll tell you this, I can say this because he's my Egbo, so I will say it clearly. It would be a big disappointment if he becomes the chair, and I'll tell you why. I expected that he's someone I respect a lot. And when you speak with him, he's a very intelligent person, right? But why has it been difficult putting the basketball house in order? And that's my disappointment. For someone like Kida, right? I don't think and this is me, Kida must have done a lot of things for sports generally and, invested a lot in basketball and all of that. But for someone like Babs Ogwadi, he played the sport. He understands what it means. So that's why I said I'm talking about who I know well, right? Now, if you guys are here, you understand the importance of grassroots sports. You understand the importance of catching them as young as we can. You understand the importance of having a vibrant league. Is it every time? Now, you said it's been how long since we last won the Afrobasket? 10 years ago, right? Even when we won the Ike Diogo and the rest of them, we still had to but we had 1 or 2 players from home who played with them. We've seen times when players from our league, at least go to camp, compete with these guys coming from abroad and all of that. Where can we pick from the home front right now? Nowhere. Because the home front is dead and you are happy. They shouldn't even come out to celebrate the win.
Yes.
They don't deserve to celebrate the win.
It's not good for me to say this because it will seem like we want to pour Sansan.
No.
But that money that the president has given to these players, you know that if that money has gone into our league, it will move the league. I'm not saying remove the money. No, not the hands.
That's one of the biggest. Some of the biggest problems in the league is money. It started with the sponsor that they met, that this team met.
Yes, this entire 100,000 each. Let's put it together and give it for development of the league. That same amount to the hands of who?
It's because number one, when people do things like this, nobody sits down to audit.
You know why we
go and do that? You go and plug the person up.
You know why we've not had a league? Which faction is going to run the league? That was what was happening. Now they claim there's no faction. Now they're claiming there's no faction.
That's no league now. But
Rotimi,
you want to say it's not league.
But Rotimi, okay.
That's what you want to say. It's not league.
I want to say there's no faction.
There's no faction anymore. Rotimi, there's no faction. So what is holding back our league? That thing is not a league. We play competitions, not a league. We have a knockout competition that we play, not a league.
There's an ongoing competition for the women. But then they tell you they have the right to target whatever they want to target.
What good has come from that thing?
I'm not holding ground for them.
No, you're holding
grief for them. I am probably one of the most unfriendly journalists that Kida and Babs doesn't want to see, especially when it comes to basketball. Because I said, with this basketball, you guys are doing absolute trash. And I've said it times without number. So when they released, I think it was you and I discussing some days ago, when they released the men's calendar for the year. And I'm like, are you saying the champion of Nigeria will only play 16 or 17 games max? And then you ship that champion to a continental competition where he gets blown out.
How are they playing the 16 or 17 games? Over what period?
August 28th to what was it? Is it November? Sometimes in November. It's not weekly. Exactly. It's just 6. So if Joseph Faulkner Basketball Club wins the league, that means Joseph Faulkner Basketball Club has managed to play about 16 or 17 games to become champion of Nigeria. And you want us to
I'm just saying. I just look at, and you know, it's
very sad, but that's
and it's not just basketball. It cuts across every. Yeah, football is trying. We cannot, because at least there's a league. We can see the league. Whatever we're now doing with the league is another story entirely. But we can see the league, you know. But then we can do a lot better. I just feel, and you know, it pains me. Handball is also trying. Handball is trying. So you know what pains me is you need to sit down with a lot of these guys, and they are so intelligent people. They know. So it worries me that okay, if you have all these beautiful ideas, you know all these things this way, why can't you implement it? What is stopping? Tell us in clear terms. Money. It's not just money. Rotimi, no, Femi, it's not just money.
Because the Women's League has a sponsor. And the sponsor still gave the Tigers. No, there's Women's League. There's
a
sponsor now.
They have sponsors.
And the sponsor.
They have sponsors for. Even though they term it sponsor, you don't see anything until the playoffs.
So what I'm saying that they said, and the sponsor gave the Tigers money too. And the question we asked the sponsors is that even the league that you're sponsoring, you've not given the league half of that amount of money.
Did you hear the last thing that happened during the phase 1? I know this might get Faulkner flipped, but during the phase 1 of the league, where they played about just 6 games, because some teams couldn't even travel to the venue. Some teams from Delta State, teams from Sunshine, they couldn't travel to Benin to play the league.
Ondo to
Benin. They couldn't travel. Delta couldn't travel. You know, let me tell you what will probably get you maybe laughing. I know we can leave this talk. Was that on the final day of the phase 1, MFM, who had won all their maybe 4 games or 5 games, were meant to play Dolphins. And then while they got into the court, the guys that rented out chairs came and rented to what they said, "Well, I no go play, because you guys haven't paid. I haven't paid for the usage of the few days you have been using." So that game was disrupted. That game wasn't played. And somebody said, "Oh, you can't blame it on Kida. You blame it on the people he has sent on assignment representing the MBBF in Edo State to put the league together." And that game wasn't played because of chairs.
Okay, so the board released money for all those things. You know, so these are the questions we need to.
But why not even organize the league if you don't have money?
But you just said there's a sponsor, so that means sponsors have released.
And because the sponsor gave the Tigers a lot more money that would have completed this league.
Promised the Tigers.
The sponsors.
Yeah, promised the Tigers. Have they paid?
No, they presented that they check. They've given them the check. And then the Tigers.
You know, the check has to be presented, and then it has to go through clearing.
But it's not like.
And it's not just.
It's similar. It's just one is just quicker than the other.
But you know the way is that I think the about 60 billion naira so it's coming to the officials
from the
and
check.
Yeah.
Sorry. When you say officials, the coaches, the
federation, everybody.
Why are they giving the
because
federation?
Because we did administrative work to get the team. Yeah.
The number.
I just feel we need a lot of us need to be very sincere about what we do.
Why?
So because
why?
If you can
win Afro basket, why do we need to be sincere?
We can win Afro basket because we import all these beautiful ladies from different parts of the world where they are playing. So if they were not playing where we're picking them from, will we find them to pick? These are questions that we need to start asking ourselves. If all those other people in those countries don't have proper leagues and those girls are not playing, we won't find them to play.
God always provide a league.
It's okay.
Or import. Rotimi, do you have any other good thing?
So, like we mentioned, let's leave the Tigress.
But are you happy with the government giving them the kind of money they give them?
Yeah, I'm impressed. I mean, we already praised the government.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it because I know a lot of people on social media have been like, "Oh, it was too much. Look at the situation of the country. I care, but I love what the president has done.
That's what I'm saying.
Because every time these ladies will go out, and these Falcons, they will go out, do us good, do us proud, and then we're giving them golden handshake.
It's not like I say the tournament happens every 6 weeks. So
Exactly.
It's once every 2 years.
Exactly.
Anyway,
we'll talk more on basketball probably in subsequent weeks. We're pretty excited. The NBA has released part of their calendar.
Except NBA, don't talk Nigerian basketball again for a few times. Let's rest. Let's rest.
We will talk. The Tigers are still in Afro basketball. Exactly. So we'll still talk. Don't worry. But then we're looking forward to an exciting NBA season. I don't know if Faulkner has forgiven his team yet.
Not yet.
So you are still not going with them to the new season. I just have to say, all things should have passed away.
So I know we're going to do a proper NBA, whatever, and then I want to wait. I want to wait till when the season is almost here. Then I will say what is on my mind. I'll say what is on my mind.
That's the thing with you. Anyway, let's go on our first break of the show. All right, welcome back to the show Sports Hub on NigezieXtreme. You can actually reach out to us for sponsorship details or inquiries. Would love to hear from you. The numbers will flash on your screen, or you can send your emails to that particular email on your screen as well. To put in some good stuff on the show. Okay, let's get back into the show, guys. Let's talk.
Before you move any further, I hope you're not bringing another problem story.
Let's get back into the show. Nigerian scene.
I said it.
Nigeria is not problematic. Be careful. Nigerian scene. So we're going to the football app, not basketball. Football app.
Which part of the football?
Let's start from the home front, guys.
Which part?
CAF Confederations Cup, CAF Champions League. Our club sides, we always talk about get a federal. Well, Faulkner, let me come to you.
Don't go to Faulkner.
Remo Stars
don't go to Faulkner.
have not been particularly lucky.
Do not go to Faulkner.
When it comes to draws.
Come to me, Rotimi. Where will they play their game? Where will Remo Stars play their game? Where? Shebi say it's not the problem story now. Where the CAF approved for Nigeria to play CAF Champions League? Where? And tell me if these 4 teams playing are anywhere close to that place, or if they're in that state. Because there are only 2 venues CAF approved.
Maybe Remo will get
Uyo, and Abuja
to play.
Yes.
And they go to Abuja, or they go to.
Are we not ashamed of ourselves?
Let's talk about the game.
It's actually a shame. I sincerely don't know why Remo can't play in Ikene because that's the best. One of the best pitches we have in the country.
They gave them a grade to play one game, and they said when you qualify, you have to move and all that.
Yeah.
So they didn't qualify.
So my thing is, on what grounds were they disqualified?
The ground is not made up.
But the ground is better than. The turf is
maybe
better than. So I know the size of the stadium.
The size
is another thing. Yeah. The size, the capacity. But CAF need to understand that. You look at the peculiarities of if it's the stands. How many people in Nigeria today go to the stadium to watch matches, right? Yes, Ikene is one of the places where they see a lot of people, and that's because they built a relationship with the community.
Yeah.
Right. And then I know a lot of people who travel from Lagos because I do it every now and then, travel from Lagos to Ikene. But if you take them to Abuja or Uyo, what you are going to do to them is you have reduced the number of people that will see the games.
I mean, but that's not CAF's fault. That's our fault.
How is it our fault?
That's our fault as Nigerians.
Remo Stars have a stadium.
You go to
Remo Stars stadium.
Yeah.
You've seen it a few times. If you're running a comparison between that and the Agege Stadium when we played the CAF Champions League,
it's way better than the Agege Stadium. Extremely. As in,
so how did Agege get
so hold on. Let me even say, did I say extremely? I need to look for a word that is stronger than extremely. You can never compare Agege Stadium and Remo Star Stadium. Not in this lifetime. You cannot compare the National Stadium in Surrey. You cannot compare Teslim Balogun. The only thing Teslim Balogun has over that stadium in Remo Stars is the number. But when it comes to the facilities at the Remo Star Stadium, you can't compare Onekon Stadium, Teslim Balogun Stadium to that stadium.
So by way of...
And the pitch is the best pitch in Nigeria. Bring me any other pitch.
That's what the Super Eagles play, so by way of...
The Super Eagles... That's Super Eagles... They beat him. That's where they camp. The Super Falcons. That's where they camp.
I'm saying by way of
at least my children also played on that turf, and everybody who's gone to that stadium and seen that turf. You just need to step on it.
What CAF saying?
So by way, I don't know what CAF is saying, but by way of an advice, is it possible that there's a sort of partnership between probably Ogun State or the owners of Remo to tweak that stadium in Nigezie?
On that whole.
Maybe so that Faulkner mentioned so that you won't take them away from their fans. I'm just saying maybe not for now, but is there a possibility if Remo cannot build all this sort of giant edifice like what we have in Abuja and Uyo in Ikene, that stadium in Nigezie, can it get a facelift so that
public?
So what you're doing is you're going to move them away from. So there's something about football clubs and the community.
Yeah, I know.
So as there is nothing apart from the capacity, there is nothing wrong with that Remo Star Stadium.
The dressing room is
there. I'm sure
so I've not entered the dressing room, but that stadium, everybody's been there. The facilities are better. Look at what they do. Look at what they do.
They came and they said, no, this doesn't meet it. What? So that's why I said I'm sure they have their guides and all that.
Do you remember that Chris Green a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah.
Had the same, and he said everything CAF asked them to do to upgrade the Adoke Ademekun.
Did they still give it a green?
No, that's what I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying that there's something wrong. It's either we're being lied to, or CAF is just intentionally being difficult. Because how can you tell me that if Rivers say they've upgraded it, and Rivers have consistently been on the continent, how is Rivers not going to get to play at home?
Guys, I'm sure we'll
I'm not worried about the match because I believe that
the match. I
believe that our first round matches, our teams will qualify. All our teams will qualify. That's what I believe.
You think
Remo is playing?
Remo will go past the Comoros.
Yes.
Yeah. And then meet Sundowns later. That could be
you keep looking at Sundowns. Forget about next round. Forget that next round. We're saying
this one now.
Because the first game is this game against the team from Comoros. You keep looking at how tough is going, because that's why you started with your question is we always pray for the luck of the draws. The first game, the game in front of you is the first game. So when we get to that point, we will talk about it.
Are you saying Rivers stand a good chance?
Yes.
Against any Congo brothers?
Yes.
Whether Leopards,
bring them on.
Or
bring them.
Yes. Kwara United. Against
CAF
Confederation.
Yes.
So if you watch the Ghanaian League, in the last 2-3 years, they are suffering like we are suffering.
Yes.
Even if not even worse than what we're doing.
Yes.
The Liga of Mali.
Yes.
So that might be a tough one. The Liga of Mali, but I still think Abia will go through.
Let's talk about Chan, guys. What happened?
The Chell happened. It's simple. Yes, I raised my hands on this show. I campaigned for support for Richel, and it's the normal thing to do. We have a new coach. He's coming with new ideas and all of that. Yeah, fantastic. And all. Question marks started coming when we played against Zimbabwe at home, and for some reason we couldn't beat Zimbabwe at home after we've done a good job beating Rwanda. But then a lot of people will say, oh, he's not Rwanda. We should be beating Rwanda. Okay, no problem. But the way this team prepared, you spent so long in camp.
Mm-hmm.
You had the chance, you had more than enough players in camp. You had to prune them down at some point. And there is no way you didn't know that some players were leaving, as in signing, because we know once season is over like this, a lot of our players are looking for contracts abroad, right? So is that the reason you took 10 Remo Stars players to this competition before one of them now left, and you are left with 9 Remo Stars players? Yes, Remo Stars won the league, no doubt. They are whether we like it or not, whether they play the best football or not, they won the league. They are the best team in the land.
Yeah.
No problem. I saw Ikorodu City play better football than Remo Stars sometimes. I saw Ikorodu City play proper football that was pleasing to the eye, right? Why don't we have... I will take the entire Ikorodu City midfield plus Oludayo from Remo Stars and find a way to pair 3-4 of them together in the middle, instead of dominating the team with Remo Stars. Even when Ogumodede, who is the Remo Stars coach, even when he was in charge of this home-based team, He didn't carry 9-10 Remo Stars players.
But wait, shouldn't that have counted as an advantage somewhere?
No. So the moment, except you are taking the entire Remo Stars team and allow the coach that is coaching them, use them the way he wants to use them. The way they played during the season, that they were very unbeatable, they were winning the way and whatever.
Yeah.
Except you are going to let that happen. You are a new coach. You are changing the mentality of the team, right? You are changing the style, because this was not how Remo Stars played in the league. Now you are changing this style and whatever. Have you considered the strength of the players you are taking? How well would they fit into this thing? What were you doing for the entire month that you were in Ikene? Or was it just a matter of it was comfortable or convenient to just carry these people since they're already there? Just let me carry them and go. So because it reeks of laziness because I don't know what exactly happened. I'd love to talk to Chell and ask him why this, why that. But I feel there are players, except you are telling me that on the eve of this competition, or you had known immediately season finished that Coyote, the goalkeeper and Remo Stars, is gone. If Ozomena is not in goal, Coyote should be in goal for Nigeria. I saw Coyote a few times this season. He's one of the best goalkeepers in the league. Why is he not in that team? Why is he not in goal? Mustafa, yes, Mustafa is a decent enough goalkeeper, but I still think, now I'm not the coach of the team, I'm not the one coaching them every day, but from what I saw in the course of the season, because I'm one of those people who make so much noise about the home-based team. That's why this thing is very painful, because now I've started hearing that, the home-based players are terrible, they are bad, they can't play football. How did we qualify to play at the CHAN? We beat Ghana. How did we beat Ghana? We beat them well. How did we do it? Ogumodede and his assistant. I keep calling him Linus. I don't know where Linus is coming from. Fidelis. They coached that team, and I saw them play football. And I will say this team, the 2 games I've seen them play, they've not played as well as what I saw them play when Ogumodede was in charge of that team.
I have nothing to do. The manager lost now. We're coming back home.
What I don't want people to do, when the Super Eagles A team, when they lose or fail, we always say, coach. I remember how we demonized Ganotro. What's his name? Eguavon, Finidi, even the what's his name? Pasero. We did all of that with Pasero. I know how we demonized all these coaches. We didn't blame the players. So nobody should come and blame the home-based players. The coach should take, at least even with the A team, he still played the draw. They lack coaching. The coach. Eric Chell. Maybe he didn't. No, maybe he didn't know.
He said they lack.
No, maybe he didn't know the English to use.
He has French.
No, when he said coaching,
he didn't use
translation.
So let me to understand what he said. When he said coaching, you know that football is not just coaching at the top. They'll start from small, coming up. So you see that the football basic, that basic, yes, to get to where they are now.
Maybe a fair point. I mean, Victor Nigezie. Maybe Victor Nigezie said,
That's Joseph Falkland friend.
Yeah, Victor Nigezie. I remember when he went to Tunisia. And then I think after he had retired, he was telling a story that he was very big in Nigeria. And then he went to Tunisia, signed his first deal, and then he had to relearn football. Because and I keep telling Vicky Moore this. By the time Vicky Moore started traveling out of Nigeria, he should be retiring. Vicky Moore. All the things they were teaching them.
Vicky Moore know well. Vicky Moore know
anyway,
well. Players left this Nigerian team and went straight to the first team of Ajax. Finidi George and Kanu did it. Kanu was signed to play in the junior team. He went straight to the main team. So what are we talking? I can count about 20 Nigerian players who left this league. We know how Mokachi Lever and Charles Bees and he didn't need to adapt. He went straight into what's the place? No, Belgium.
Belgium.
Yeah. So many of them. They left the Nigerian league. So let's stop all this talk about yes, the Nigerian league has dropped in standard, but it's not because the boys don't know how to play ball.
They have a game on Tuesday. Playing for pride against Congo Brazzaville. Hopefully, they get to score.
Because you know that Congo drew with Senegal, right?
Yeah, Congo drew with Senegal.
So Congo knows a win over Nigeria
Gives them a chance.
Boost their chances of qualifying for the knockout. But let's see if Nigeria can even save face. Akim is on Tuesday. Fingers crossed, we'll wait. Just by way of information again, the MPFL has reiterated. League starts on the 22nd of August. It ends on the 24th of May 2026.
Rotimi, I'm one that keep bashing administrators, right? Even though now I'm understanding
what they go through.
A lot of things, but the difference between me and them is I'll do it the right way.
Amen.
My boys went to Denmark, played a competition in Denmark. We didn't win. We lost out in the semi-finals, but already we're getting attention. People are looking to partner with us, and we're doing it the right way. No under table deals, no whatever. But where I'm going to, the NPFL deserves all the kudos, all the praise in the world. I was hoping that they would not postpone the start. But since the moment they mentioned this 22nd, they've not shifted. And that for me is a beautiful thing. Every club, you must be ready. For that 22nd, you must be ready. And I like the fact that they've not sold slots.
Yeah, of course.
They won't. They won't. You
can do that
at the top flight. So their AGM or what that thing they do, the Congress. They actually spoke about that, and I think they put something to law or something that you don't sell, and all of that. If you can't afford it, the next team, you find a way. The next team you will take. So I think that's a good thing. Kudos to the MPFL. Kudos to Elegbele and his team. I love what they are doing, and hopefully, now that we want to see some semblance of orderliness, we are also going to see improvement in a lot of things, officiating in the league. Last season,
they're talking about VAR.
They're talking about VAR. Yes. So VAR equipment is not so expensive. Femi, it's not very expensive.
Where are you showing the VAR?
Who?
Where are you showing the VAR?
So he mentioned the VAR, and then he said, hopefully, they get a robust broadcast.
So first of all, Rotimi,
and then they can implement the VAR.
First of all, Rotimi, VAR is not because of broadcasting. It's first of all to help the officiating. So whether they have a TV deal or not, it doesn't stop having VAR because that helps with officiating. So VAR is supposed to aid officiating, not broadcasting. So getting a broadcasting deal is another story entirely. So that's what I'm hoping that we will get to that point. But if we can do everything to make the league look better, officiating is better, remuneration is better, officials are paid better, trust me, we will have a better league. And then one thing they did last season that I'm hoping they continue, they were quick to punish people. When you mess up, they punish you. When you offend, they punish. So I'm hoping they continue that thing, and they don't allow any government because you're a government-owned club. One governor will call you from somewhere and you start dancing. No, you mess up, you get punished.
So we told
immediately.
First 18 weeks. That will be the first half of the season.
Yeah.
And then there will be a break, December 30, that will run through January 6th. That's just about a week break.
Beautiful.
And then after that, the season continues. Transfer window will run from January, mid-year transfer window. We run from January 1st to January 30th as well.
Do we call it winter?
No, we don't call it
It's Harmattan transfer window.
Mid-year transfer window. And then, of course, the season, like I said earlier, will run up until May 24th, 2026.
Awesome
stuff. Let's go on another break. The final leg of Sports Hub continues on the other side. All right, welcome back. Still Sports Hub. European football returns this weekend in a very big way. And predictions as well.
You have forgotten
returns.
You have forgotten that this thing was bad luck for you last season.
That was the big. Let him carry it now. Continue shaking it. Anyway,
so at least to the point, to the place where we stopped taking our predictions.
Yeah. Why did you remind me?
Femi was bottom of the table.
I'm back.
He went to bring Otumoko.
I put it in my phone.
Anyway, last weekend we saw the Community Shield, Crystal Palace. Another win over Liverpool.
Is that a sign of what to come this season?
No.
Well,
Salah missed a penalty.
Maybe.
That ball was found in Diaba.
in Abeokuta. I think that what Crystal Palace have done very well is the manager stayed with that team long enough.
But he's upset about it. He said, we're not signing. He doesn't think they can repeat the feat from last season with whatever.
He's just already looking for excuse because Crystal Palace is not one of those teams that you look at and say, oh, every year they will win something. So he's already
worried.
And again, Eze will leave, not might. Gueye will leave, not might, because they don't want him to go on a free next season.
Is it going? Has it made up his mind?
So it's between Arsenal and Spurs.
He just wants to stay in London.
He wants to play Champions League. He wants to stay in London and he wants to play Champions League. Unfortunately for him, Arsenal is in the Champions League. Spurs are in the Champions League. Two of them are interested in him. You know, although from the beginning it's been Arsenal, but then Arsenal is trying to offload a few players and then bring in. So because there are stories that Rodrigo too might be coming to Arsenal on loan with an obligation to buy from Real Madrid with an obligation to buy. But that's still hard. He's going to play on the left.
Where Martinelli won't play?
Well, they will interchange. That's why it's a squad.
Martinelli might be.
Martinelli is not. So Martinelli is not going anywhere.
He's not going again.
Ateta is already. No, was never going.
Do you understand? People that naturally want to play by force by fire. You now want to add more people that want to play by force by fire.
That's football. You fight. That's football. That's why you have a squad.
Don't forget, most English players are eyeing a World Cup slot next year.
So is Rodrigo not eyeing World Cup?
Everybody's eyeing.
Everybody that's eyeing World Cup. Ancelotti is
everybody.
If he's eyeing World Cup, he should go to Brazil.
Everybody. Anyway, everybody's eyeing.
Also, during the course of the week, we saw the dramatic UEFA Super Cup. Everyone felt it was over now. I mean, 2-0.
They had to do a Spurs.
They had
to do a Spurs.
You know, for a moment, it's Spurs that won that game. You know, the narrative already right. That Arsenal had the opportunity to beat PSG. They couldn't beat them. Chelsea cashed the same PSG. They flogged them.
So the truth is, anybody who understands football will never go that route.
Why not?
Because it
football
doesn't
banter. No, it makes sense.
So that's why it's called.
Doesn't make sense.
That's why it's called banter.
No, but to you it doesn't make sense because how you lost to PSG.
You need to understand the difference between banter and facts.
In the Club World Cup, the Chelsea win.
Yeah, they won the Club World Cup.
Right, and this was after PSG were champions.
So will Chelsea? So can you say for a fact that Chelsea will have won the Champions League? Stop looking like you don't know what you are saying anymore. No, but they just beat the Champions League winner. So what you are saying is Chelsea will have won the Champions League.
The question here now.
That same Chelsea did not beat Arsenal during the season.
Are they the best club in the world? Yes.
Yeah, they are the best club in the world. But
because I'm saying they played all the champions and they were champion. You are saying this was only played European champion. And Arsenal lost this one.
What I'm saying is, if you look at
Arsenal lost 2 games.
Yeah.
Because Arsenal lost to PSG. Yeah. PSG were not champions when Arsenal lost to PSG. Arsenal have beaten European champions, Real Madrid.
Yeah. So I ask you again, it's as simple. There's no need. Because you're bringing Arsenal into a competition that Arsenal did not play. You are bringing Arsenal to... Did Arsenal play in the Club World Cup?
I'm saying London clubs. Every clubs that played PSG in the last...
Every competition...
So you are coming from the banter?
Yes.
So I'm putting out the facts. It's simple. Will Chelsea have won the Champions League?
Yes.
Even
yes. Based on the part
so first of all, they will need to qualify for it. The same Chelsea that could not beat Arsenal during the season last season.
They happen now.
Anyway, guys,
these are facts.
Let's talk about this season. Let's talk about this new season. The big game this weekend has got to be Arsenal, Man United.
Man United. Sorry. The biggest story in football now. Pogba is back. Polo is back. Are you joking?
That swagger alone.
Juve and Man U legend.
French league starting. Calm down. Calm down. Calm down. If you don't want to
Pogba is playing today against Le Havre.
That's swagger.
Have you seen any other player like Pogba?
Polo.
Hey, Bola. He was born to play football.
World Cup winner. What a career.
What a sweet guy.
But seriously, it's a beautiful thing that Pogba is back. I was sad when he was banned. I was very sad, and because that's a lot of talent going to waste, you know. And I was shocked when Monaco actually gave him a contract. And I felt his emotions when he was crying at the signing. He was in tears. And somebody said, "Why is he crying?" I said, "You don't understand. You don't understand how it is. He could have gone down and never come back again.
Yes.
Never ever come back. So this is an opportunity to reset, restart, and resell himself to the football world."
I remember there's also a World Cup.
That's also. Don't be shocked if Pogba goes to the World Cup.
Because if you remember,
depending on his season,
he's going to have a good season.
The last time,
I love.
So very confident.
Yes, it's Pogba.
Monaco may not be the best team in France.
Yeah.
Right? But I think they'll push.
But they'll give him they will give him the platform.
They'll push PSG and Marseille down the wire this season to the very end.
They will give him they will give Pogba a platform to express himself. So
Polo.
Let's wish him all the best.
So you cannot talk about your Premier League.
Hopefully he stays injury free and all.
Hopefully.
That. And then
Hopefully. Beautiful thing is, even when he was not playing, he was training very hard. He had personal trainers.
Away from all the things he usually
Exactly. You know.
Okay.
And it was a good thing that all the women in his life abandoned him. So it was a beautiful thing as well.
So you can look forward to an exciting French Ligue 1 season. Paul Pogba with Monaco as a team now. Let's see how well they can give PSG a good run for their money. PSG, of course, starts their campaign this weekend against Nantes as well. So you can see all of the fixtures on the screen. Really looking forward to some. Maybe I'm looking forward to some Monaco games. Let me just watch Pogba again.
Just
for a bit.
Confess.
Just for a bit.
You are also excited.
Maybe I'm not that excited, but it would be nice to watch some games. Anyway, let's switch gears. Okay, let's switch gears.
La Liga is also
French
back.
Ligue. Yeah,
La Liga is back.
La Liga is back. The way they've done the fixtures,
Lamine Yamal is back.
We're not all. Who is that?
Lamine Yamal is back.
Of Barcelona.
My boy is back.
Oh, that's your boy.
Barcelona
Does he
star
play
boy
for
is
Nigezie?
back. It's my boy. Which one is your own? It's my boy.
Anyway, we're looking forward to. I think the biggest fixture in La Liga is
Mallorca Barcelona. It's always a
because
battle.
Barcelona is involved, right?
No, Mallorca troubles.
Mallorca,
So no matter how terrible Mallorca is, they trouble Barcelona.
And it's the first game of the season. But then I think we'll be looking more at the new guys, Barcelona.
Either them or Girona. One of them beat Barcelona last season. But Mallorca gives them a lot of
I
problems.
think that the new boys that they brought, again, they've been able to register Juan Garcia, the goalkeeper, right? They had to.
Have they been able to register Rashford and the like?
No,
Not yet.
I think he's not going to be. Rashford is going to miss.
Will not make the first game, but I think
the first
subsequent games. I think those are the only signings because every other signing has gotten the green light already.
And Real Madrid won't be in action this weekend
until Tuesday.
Until Tuesday. So I mean,
Real Madrid actually wanted to play. The La Liga was going to postpone their game for a week or two or reschedule it somehow because of their involvement in the Club World Cup. But Real Madrid themselves, at their congress or whatever, they were like, they're ready to play. Some clubs are like, no.
You need to also consider the angle of the players as well. Immediately after this season, you're going to the main World Cup, the 48-team World Cup.
Sorry, if I earn the kind of salaries they earn, I won't complain. But All I just need is 1 month. Just go and just travel.
FIFA will have an issue with
Real Madrid needs to do. But FIFA said by a large squad.
It's simple.
It's simple. By a large squad.
At least you have the provision to have 30-something players in your squad by a large squad.
During the break, we're arguing about Arsenal.
About teams that can afford a large.
No, but this is not a team. This is Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
Teams that cannot afford are not in the Club World Cup.
They're not in the Club World Cup. They're not in the Champions League, Europa League.
Also, I've looked away from the Club World Cup. I am saying that immediately after this new football season, we're going into the main World Cup.
The reason we're complaining is because they just played Club World Cup.
But they rested.
That's the reason we're complaining.
So the likes of Barcelona rested. The likes of Atletico were there. Barcelona, Bilbao, Sevilla, Mallorca,
Levante, all of them.
They were all resting now. Oviedo, they were all resting now.
Off season, there was Arsenal not resting. Arsenal was resting. Spurs were resting. We were all resting.
The last time, last summer, they played Euros. Not everybody will play in the Euros.
Yeah.
Right? And we're going to play AFCON this December. Not everybody will play.
So one of the things I as much as I understand the complaints about fixture congestion, but when you look at how much money sponsors are dropping in the game,
and
they must get their money's worth.
Because I remember one of the owners, I think it was the Bayern owners, they said maybe the players should reduce their money.
No, but it's the truth.
If you reduce your money, then
you don't have to play a lot of games. You remember? You don't know what's his name said at the Club World Cup when Klopp and some people were hitting the Club World Cup. Enrique was like, "You sure some of them wish they were here?"
Anyway,
do you know that club from? Is he Australia or Austria or whatever? Auckland City. Do you know how much? Do you know New Zealand? Do you know how much? Those people, the players. It's more than their salary. You know, some of them are taxi drivers. There are 2 taxi drivers and teachers.
Even Al-Ali, and Sundowns. Do you know what that money is doing in the community?
Not just the community. Forget what is even going to the club. The players, those Auckland City players. The teacher go back to school like a king.
Interesting stuff. Because let's leave Spain and come to England, where the big one is Arsenal and Manchester United
at Old Trafford.
Old Trafford. Yeah, I mean, I keep saying Arsenal and Manchester United.
So people think it's Emirates.
It's Manchester United Arsenal.
At Old Trafford, yeah, I said it now.
Yeah.
I can't change it now.
They exposed you.
They exposed people. I can't even change the
Why
venue.
do style?
I don't have
Why do
the power
style?
to change the venue. But it's Man United, Arsenal. Am I expecting anything like fireworks? I don't think so.
Shesko is here.
Shesko go.
Well, is he going to start?
Mbeumo
Tell.
Why? Mbeumo is here.
You say they have CMS now. Cunha, Mbeumo, Shesko.
CMS.
You guys can give them a name.
CMS.
CMS, I know it's somewhere on Lagos Island. I don't understand. But then, guys.
But are you happy with the kind of business United have done? Are you not surprised that all of a sudden a club that was trying to cut costs has the money to spend?
Let me answer this question. Let me answer this question. I think that what the manager has done, this is me being very honest, is why he's brought in your attack. When we say you start from the back, you build from the back and go forward. Why are you building from front, going back?
So their problem last season, they created a lot of chances and were scoring goals.
Did they?
Yeah, they created a lot of chances. Holland, that's why Holland, a lot of United.
But
sexy.
But they didn't have markers in midfield.
So Femi, now I'll as an administrator, I want to talk as an administrator now, and someone who will sit down with data to look at your team. First of all, how much chances were you creating? What was the biggest problem last season? We saw the goals they conceded.
Yeah.
Yes.
But we looked away from the goals they were losing.
Yes.
If in football, a goal changes a lot of things.
Yes.
You score before your opponent, it changes a lot of things. A lot of games, Man United dominated and couldn't score. And they conceded against the run of play, counter attacks, and all of that.
Yeah.
And that's what the first thing the manager has done is, okay, I have an okay enough defense, right? But forward, they are not producing. Rashford was, they sent him out last season. And the other players, Sancho was Garnacho was being Garnacho. Højlund was. You know why Højlund got a lot of hate and sticks from United fans? Because he saw chances and he couldn't score. Sexy, by the way, but I love to call him Sexy. Sexy too, came with his fine hair and everything. Couldn't find his way to goal. So what they needed to do, what they have done, and I think is take care of that. Hopefully, with the signing of this. And don't forget, Mbeumo is not a striker.
No. I agree.
Mbeumo is a midfielder.
He's going to play as a 10.
So they need to find someone who's going to play behind them.
But those positions, now we're rolling into that point, because those positions, United have two guys who can play there very well and excel. Bruno and Amad Diallo.
Sorry, if Amad Diallo was so good, they won't look at Mbeumo and Cunha. Because I don't know why the noise about Amad Diallo. I don't know why the noise.
It's scored against Sunderland.
So Southampton, okay.
Not against Southampton.
So are you going to compare Diallo and Mbeumo?
No.
So it answers you. So at the end of the day,
midfield,
so what you need to do again is dominate play, keep possession. That's all you need to do.
Agreed that
keep possession.
To Arsenal this weekend. We have agreed like this based on all this.
Wait till when we predict.
Why they already now?
We're not there. We're not there
yet.
What
are you waiting for now?
We're not there yet.
We're there now. Wait a minute. You should have the floor first.
But I asked the question which you have not answered. I thought you were to answer it. I said a club that was cutting costs. Are you not surprised that all of a sudden there's money? No, it's not Lamba. It's not Lamba. So I think the owners just decide to pump money into the club.
I think
the money was in their pockets now.
No. But remember though, after Ronaldo's complaint to that, they've given the Carrington a facelift.
So those are the things that they need to do.
There's the deliberate what the Glazers were being
about.
Yeah, Ratcliffe had come in and like, you know what? Let's give this a facelift. Let's do this. Let's do that. Just to.
But he sacked people.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So
that's the facelift to sack people.
No, you don't.
So I'll
say be a facelift.
Let me point something out.
He's ready to pumping money, and then from what Faulkner is saying that a club that is want to cut costs. How come you're signing players? They also know that they have to start. You can't only be saving costs. You have to also start getting results from whatever team you have, which is your main team.
So I think what has happened again is, and I'm hoping that Amorim is as clear as what Arteta did when he joined us now.
Yeah.
If Amorim is as clear that what they've done for him now It's a show of support, a show of trust. That, okay, we trust this project, we trust what you're trying to do. One of the things I said when Amorim came was that give him time. Give him time. Don't be in a hurry for him to start winning things. Let him, because Ronaldo complained about a lot of things.
Exactly.
The attitude, even in the players, look at Rashford. His last few months at United was as if he was not interested in what was going on. Sancho now is holding United to ransom. So the attitude needs to change. And I think Garnacho also. So I think all these players, need to a lot of surgical changes and all of that. And I think it has started. I think it has started.
Let's get into the
but that's what Arteta has done with this Arsenal. That's why now Arsenal can be coming second, a team that was languishing in 8th, 4th, 8th.
We're not talking about the past. Now, present or future.
What's Arsenal? Arsenal, they're in a good place. That's you people. So listen.
So you're satisfied doesn't win.
I'm not satisfied. I want Arsenal to win. But has Arsenal done well in the last 2 years?
But when
and that's all. So I'm not going to preempt.
I don't want to win.
Arsenal is not about want. So the problem with you is you want to banter all the time.
I don't want to banter.
I do facts.
No, I'm saying no.
It's not about wanting.
You cannot spend money for this long, 5 years, right? And all you are going to be finishing in is second, because when history comes to show, you will not find the
sorry. Who is looking at the history? The owners of the club, if they are tired, won't they have sacked him?
Maybe they don't know what they are doing.
That's what you think, and they don't know what they are doing. Okay, so they don't know what they are doing, and they got the club from where it was to where it is now, getting to the semi-finals of the Champions League. So anybody can sit down and try all this banter, whatever. The owners of the club, as the club moved from where it was, the club has moved. The owners are happy, and that's why they are dropping money. So you supporters who want to banter, continue.
No, I'm not a supporter of Arsenal. I'm just a supporter of football.
Sunday, that's my prediction.
Man U to beat Arsenal.
Yes.
I think a draw.
Okay. Arsenal will win.
No problem. Mallorca, Barcelona.
Barcelona will win.
Barcelona should win.
Barcelona will win.
Barcelona will win.
Barcelona as well.
And Monaco will.
Monaco, do you have?
That should be a win.
Pogba with man of the match performance.
I don't know if Pogba will get man of the match, but I think Monaco will.
Pogba, man of the match, man of the match performance.
Should we predict Nigeria Congo?
No, I'm not interested.
Nigeria win.
That's not part of our. We are predicting 3 games. 3 games.
I think it's embarrassing that they can't go there.
We are predicting 3 games.
I didn't score.
We have got to do a Kasumbu at Chan.
We've not scored.
We've not scored.
5.
Anyway, that's the size of our package today on Sports Hub. Guys,
That's never the size of my package.
oh dear.
Never.
What size of your package? We know size matters.
We're done. Peace out.
That's the show. Bye.